No, we can't find it.
No, I'm fine. No, that's fine.
Hi, welcome to the 2023 Super Regional Press Conference. First up for Southern Miss, we have Tanner Hall, who's the starting pitcher, went 4 1/3 innings, 5 strikeouts. Shortstop Dustin Dickerson, he was 2 for 4 on the day with 1 RBI, and Coach Scott Berry. We'll open it up for questions.
Coach, Hunter Dawkins, Gazebo Gazette, Super Talk News. Tell me about, obviously this morning, you had a lot of faith bringing out Justin, and then you get the game through, not giving up runs. Then you come back here. The hitting looks like it's doing great. Just a little bit of the fielding. What things like that are you going to work on, or you're telling them to work on?
Well, I mean, tomorrow's a survival. You know, we faced it in Auburn last week. Where situation was we either win or the season's over, and obviously we're in the same situation. You know, Dolander was really good today. He's still throwing 96, 97 there in the 9th inning. I mean, he didn't tire a bit. And of course, Burns, comes in relief after we get the walk, and he's triple digits. So, good power arms, but a long day. We picked up where we left off last night. The momentum was stalled out with the delay and had to come back, and credit Tennessee for being able to come back, score 3 runs real quick off from that. And, in that situation, Armistead obviously didn't do what he wanted to do, a couple walks and hit batter. But, moving forward, I told him at that point when we made the decision to go to Justin and ride it all the way out and let him finish it, I told him, you're going to be a big part in this series. When it's all over, get your mind right, flush it, and get ready to go. And certainly that will be the case tomorrow moving forward with him.
Tanner, you cruised through the first 3 innings. What happens in that 5th inning? What kind of went wrong?
I feel like they were just really getting their timely hits. It wasn't really, something that I felt like I was doing differently. I felt like I was making the same pitches. I definitely left the pitch or 2 up to make it a little easier for them, but they definitely capitalized on the mistakes I made and along with mistakes in the field, and I think that's why they were able to get that momentum and keep rolling and just made that inning a lot longer than it should have been. But, yeah, I felt like I was making pitches, but they were getting the good swings off and putting the ball in play, and that's something you have to do in the game, especially when your backs are against the wall like them. And I feel like they did it well in that inning and really capitalized.
For Dustin, recent weeks you guys have kind of proven that you've been pretty good at flushing things. What needs to happen over the next 24 hours for that to happen here?
The same message that's been going on for the past couple of weeks. We've dealt with it before, and we're going to deal with it again. We got a veteran group of guys in that locker room, and we're definitely going to be ready to play tomorrow.
Coach, the right to go to Omaha in Game 3, I guess if you guys were faced with this scenario at the beginning of the season, is it safe to say you guys would take this scenario in a heartbeat just to win 1 game to get to the College World Series?
Oh, absolutely. There was 305 Division I schools that started out this season, and now with the eliminations, I don't know going into this weekend. There were 16 left standing, and certainly there's been a couple of 3 that have punched their ticket and moved on, but there's 8 sites with two teams in these supers that are trying to be one of 8, and obviously the goal is to be where we are right now, but the ultimate goal is to get to that next step. And last year we were here and we saw the wall and we weren't able to knock it over, and this year we're one win away from knocking that wall over. And I think the attitude that we have tomorrow coming out, and just the belief in ourselves. We talk a lot about the mental side and how our biggest ally is our mind and how we think, and because it's going to tell our body how to react. And certainly at this point, you got to deal with some adversity. They brought the fight back into the middle of the ring, and it's winner take all tomorrow. So, we need to be strong mentally to come out and compete. Tennessee's a very good club. We know that, and they showed that today. Answering after a 4 spot, coming back and being able to create the inning that they did. The home run that Burks hit, I mean, you can go back and look at it. I guarantee you that thing was below the knees. And, somebody would probably say it was hanging, but it wasn't. It was a really good pitch. Really good pitch. He just made a good swing on it, and certainly that proved in his favor there.
Yeah, Dustin, what was going so well for Chase Dolander? I guess especially it seemed like as he settled in through the later innings there.
I mean, he's a really good pitcher. We got to him early on, and he kind of settled in after that. I mean, he's got an electric fastball. He's got 3 other pitches that he can land for strikes to keep you off balance. His fastball got some more ride as the game went on, and that's a credit to him and how good of a pitcher he is.
Also for you, Dustin, with the emotions of winning a game and losing a game all on the same day, how are you guys going to come back as a lineup, and what's the message that you guys go through pregame tomorrow?
The message is you win and go to Omaha, or you lose and your season's done. We've been faced with this past couple weeks. We've had many opportunities to go home, to fold and go home, and we've yet to do that. And I expect the group to be ready to play tomorrow.
Tanner, what was the pitch he hit out? What was the pitch?
That was a slider, just down in middle. It was down the middle.
Thanks. David Edelstein with WJTV in Jackson. What did you guys maybe learn from the regional round when you did have to win those 4 facing elimination in a row that might be useful in a game like tomorrow where it's the same situation? And this could go to all 3 of you or any of you who are inclined to answer.
Well, what I saw within this group was the leadership within. The ability to not quit and understand the sense of urgency and the willingness to continue to let the season play on. There's some teams out there that the loss they can't get over it, and they can't move past it. And, particularly in that regional, I mean, we're talking about the first game, of that regional. So pretty tough when you get right off in the losers bracket and have to win 4 straight. So that's what I saw. I saw a collective group of young men who have tremendous leadership from within and have a tremendous belief in themselves. And, I hope that's what they'll draw strength tomorrow from in the past experience, because that's what it teaches us. It teaches us how to deal with things in the future, whether it's success or failure. It's always an opportunity to learn moving forward.
Coach, what do you think mentally changed for your players after Tennessee put up that 6-run inning?
I don't know. I think really, honestly, probably Dolander just got a lot of confidence, in that situation. He gives up a 4 spot, Sargent hits a 3-run homer, and then his team, just like, if it was our team, we answer back, and, that guy on the mound, all of a sudden he feels like it's not by himself anymore. He's got others around him, and their team responded. They were able to lead off that inning with a double, and situational hitting. They got a ball through on the right side, and we had 4 errors on the game too, and a couple of those runs came off an error that would have kept it. I wished it 2 runs, and who knows what happens there with 4 innings or 4 innings left to play. But that's how it goes sometimes, and I think that probably Dolander fed a little bit off from that with his team responding.
We have time for 2 more questions.
Scott, just where do you feel like your pitching is at heading into this next game? And then just do you feel like Armistead will be available for this next one?
Absolutely. He will be available. And I will count on him to be available and go out and compete, because I know who he is. I know what he's made up about. So, today he didn't have a very good outing, obviously, but it didn't cost us anything. And moving forward, hopefully from that experience, it'll make him better tomorrow. I mean, I think we can sit here and we can check off the people that won't be available with it, and then of course those that are, would be expected to go out there and compete for their team and the best they can and win.
Final question.
Tanner, this is for you. I know that today didn't go the way you wanted to, but just if you could, kind of recapitulate your time here at Southern Miss and how you developed, in this program and, just everything you've been able to do here.
Yeah, I mean, my time here has been a dream come true, honestly. The opportunities I've had is something that, a lot of guys would be itching to have. And just, to have Coach Barry, give me that chance, and along with Coach Oz and all the other coaches to allow me to, go out there and try to show who I am, it definitely makes me feel like this is a family, and that's what we are. We were really close. All the players are close. Even with all the newcomers that came in, we got close with them very fast, and I think that's kind of just the Southern Miss way. We're brothers, and we know what it takes to win. And I feel like that's why this program is so good, is because we do what it takes to win. And when we come after a tough loss, we come back out and we're fighting. And that just shows what we did, in regionals in the past, and even, this past regional we just played in, is that we fight, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. This is my home, I feel like, and I feel like they took me in and developed me to the best I could be. And I think that's just amazing. And yeah.
Coach Barry, Tanner, Dustin, thank you guys for your time. Best of luck in Game 3 tomorrow.
Thank you.
That concludes this portion of the press conference.